So right now I am in Australia, Tasmania, in a national park called Mountfield. So actually when I came here, we actually passed by areas with bushfires still ongoing here in Tasmania. That's why I'll take this opportunity to introduce you guys to bushfires, here in Australia and also in general, say in the United States. First off, how does it start? Second, how does it spread? And finally, what can we do to prevent bushfires from further happening? So there are a lot of movies in Hollywood about firefighting, but not a lot about fighting bushfires or wildfires. And even if there is one, the scenes in the movie definitely cannot compare any of the real life situations that's happening right now in Australia. The only movie that I can remember is 2017, Only the Brave, starring Josh Brolin. And that movie actually featured a great fire in United States, Arizona that was started by lightning. So just now I hiked to this beautiful beach here called the Wineglass Bay here in Tasmania. But anyways, talking about lightning, it is actually one of the major causes of bushfires here in Australia, alongside with other human activities such as, campfires. But given the situation here right now in Australia, it is actually creating a vicious cycle when the smoke from the fire is creating something called pyrocumulonimbus clouds. It is generating even more lightning and sparkling even more new lines of fires. But lightning isn't actually how most bushfire spreads. In fact, there are actually three ways. First one is direct contact. The second one is something called radiant heat, which is through radiation. And the third one, which is the most important one that we're going to talk about, is called Ember Storm. So Ember Storm basically includes lots of burning materials such as leaves or twigs or barks that get carried away by the strong wind, starting new lines of fire, say miles away. And it can be particularly serious these days given climate change with hotter and drier weather. And here in Australia we have lots of eucalyptic trees, and they have flammable tree oil that can actually help spread wildfires. And right now, in case you're wondering, I'm at Cradle Mountains, surrounded by mosquitoes. And right now in Sydney, I can actually smell some burnt in the air. Especially yesterday when I was in Blue Mountains, I could literally saw smoke coming from fires. And it got me wondering, what should we do to prevent all these from happening? Should we basically put out every single fire whenever we see it? Well, it seems like it, but actually no. That is because it will only lead to more densely packed bushes and trees that will only burn hotter, faster, and wider than ever before. So what we should actually do is to let the fires burn controllably or under favorable conditions to avoid the trees and bushes getting overpopulated. But right now in Australia, the conditions are not favorable. It is dry, it is hot, but the Australian government is actually still doing very little towards the wildfires. That is why yesterday when I was in downtown Sydney, I saw a protest going on with people going against the government because of their inaction and denial towards climate change and basically to the wildfires in Australia. And I really hope that this crisis here, this natural crisis here, will resolve very quickly. And I just wish all the best. I just wish all the best to the people and the animals here in Australia. I'm not speaking this as a visitor, I'm speaking this as a citizen of the world, because I feel like Australia is part of the world and the whole world should care about whatever's going on here. And last but not least, I hope you can join me in a moment of silence for every animal and person who have lost their lives in this natural disaster.